Two of history's most fearsome leaders, Attila the Hun, the Scourge of God, and Genghis Khan, the unifier of the Mongol Empire. Both men conquered vast territories, inspired loyalty among their warriors, and terrified their enemies. But what if these legendary figures met on the battlefield? In this video, we'll break down their leadership, armies and strategies before diving into an epic hypothetical battle to determine who would emerge victorious. Attila, born around 406 AD, was a master of terror and psychological warfare. His leadership style relied on instilling fear, not just in his enemies, but also among his own forces to ensure loyalty. His charisma was unmatched, with his warriors following him into battle with unshakable devotion. Attila's armies were composed of highly mobile horse archers, adept at lightning-fast raids and retreating before counterattacks. His ability to strike quickly and leave devastation in his wake earned him the reputation of being unstoppable. Attila also used diplomacy as a weapon, forcing treaties that benefited the Huns and weakening his enemies through bribes and psychological manipulation. However, his forces were often a loose coalition of tribes and mercenaries, meaning discipline and unity could falter in prolonged battles or complex engagements. Genghis Khan, born in 1162, was a master strategist and an innovator. Unlike Attila, Genghis didn't just rely on terror, he built systems to sustain his empire. His leadership was rooted in meritocracy, rewarding his soldiers and generals based on skill and loyalty rather than lineage. The Mongol army under Genghis was a disciplined and organized force. Every warrior was trained in horseback archery and accustomed to operating in extreme conditions. Genghis utilized intelligence networks to gather information about his enemies, allowing him to plan meticulously and anticipate their movements. One of Genghis Khan's key attributes was his ability to adapt. He incorporated the best technologies and strategies from conquered civilizations, such as siege equipment from China and advanced communication systems using relay stations. Let's imagine the battlefield, a vast steppe, neutral ground where both leaders can deploy their full strength. Both armies would rely heavily on cavalry, making speed, discipline and strategy critical, leadership and strategy. Attila's greatest strength was his unpredictability. His raids struck fear into the hearts of his enemies, and his ability to exploit weaknesses made him a dangerous adversary. However, Genghis Khan's leadership went beyond terror. His meticulous planning and ability to inspire loyalty among a diverse coalition of troops gave him a more cohesive and adaptable army. Genghis also excelled in battlefield tactics. One of his most famous strategies was the feigned retreat, drawing enemies into traps and ambushes. Against Attila, this tactic would likely be used to neutralize the Huns' swift cavalry charges. Army composition. Attila's army relied on rapid strikes, with his horse archers overwhelming enemies through sheer speed and precision. But the Mongol army was more versatile. Genghis's forces were equipped not only for skirmishes, but also for protracted sieges and large-scale battles. Their superior training and ability to maintain formations under pressure would give them an advantage in a head-to-head engagement. Individual attributes. Attila's charisma and ruthless determination made him a formidable leader. His ability to strike fear into his enemies was unmatched, and his tactical mind allowed him to exploit opportunities on the battlefield. However, his reliance on terror tactics and swift raids meant he often avoided prolonged engagements. Genghis Khan, by contrast, combined tactical brilliance with strategic foresight. He was a master of logistics, ensuring his armies were well supplied and equipped for long campaigns. His personal resilience, surviving early hardships and uniting the Mongol tribes, demonstrates his unmatched drive and adaptability. The battle. In an initial clash, Attila's forces would likely strike hard and fast, using their mobility to encircle and harass the Mongols. However, Genghis Khan's disciplined troops would hold their ground, baiting Attila into overextending his forces. As the battle progressed, Genghis's superior tactics, including feigned retreats and coordinated ambushes, would begin to take their toll. The Mongols' ability to adapt to Attila's unpredictable attacks would ultimately give them the upper hand. Genghis Khan's mastery of large-scale warfare and his ability to maintain cohesion among his troops would overpower Attila's more fragmented and aggressive style. In the end, while Attila's ferocity and terror tactics would make him a dangerous opponent, Genghis Khan's discipline, adaptability, and strategic genius would secure him the victory. The battle would be hard fought, but Genghis's ability to outmaneuver and outlast his enemies would give him the edge. So who do you think would win? Do you agree that Genghis Khan would triumph? Or do you think Attila's cunning and brutality could turn the tide? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more epic historical battles.